It's one of the greatest challenges of our generation, and it was caused by our parents, our lovely parents. Well, not exactly them, but their generation.
Their generation has put more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than any other generation before them, so they've made the mess, and then they'll die and leave all the consequences of climate change to us. Ouch.
In our hometown of Canterbury, one small thing their generation is trying to do to make up for their mistakes is using biodiesel to run buses. The Unibus service runs between the local university and the town centre. It also runs to nearby towns of Herne Bay and Whitstable. Here's one of the biodiesel buses. It even has Wi-Fi on board. What is biodiesel?
It's a type of fuel made from waste plant and animal products, such as used cooking oil.
Does it work? Yes. The green Unibuses use B100. That means 100% biodiesel to run their buses. Most vehicles increase the CO2 in the atmosphere by burning fossil fuels. Biodiesel releases CO2 into the atmosphere, but when farmers grow crops to use the vegetable oil, the biodiesel turns this to absorb CO2 again. So using biodiesel effectively recycles CO2. How is biodiesel made?
The B100 used by Unibus is made in a refinery in Scotland.
The refinery processes raw ingredients to make biodiesel and a byproduct, glycerin. Then they separate the biodiesel and glycerin. The glycerin can be used to make cosmetics, detergents and soap. Then they wash the biodiesel and separate the clean fuel from the water, and the clean fuel is delivered to the bus depot. When the buses use the biodiesel, they emit CO2. But the next crop of plants use the energy from the sun to transform CO2 and water into glucose, which enables them to grow. So, effectively, CO2 is recycled. From these crops come more cooking oil, which is used, for example, for deep frying chips. Then, the used cooking oil is sold back to the refinery. We visited the Unibus depot in Herne Bay, and their engineering manager kindly told us how the technology works. So a normal bus could use biofuel if they just changed the filters for more regular.
If it was changed slightly, yeah. All what I've just explained to you is in there. That's a bad picture, but basically it goes like jelly. If it gets cold and solidifies, it goes like jelly.
Is that quite expensive?
It is expensive, the fuel's more expensive, the equipment's more expensive, and obviously if something goes wrong, like we had one go wrong last night, we have to have the vehicle towed back, and then we have to strip it all down, heat it all up so we can get the fuel to melt again, so we can get the vehicle running.
The company we buy it from take it back and they actually turn it into is it petrol, I think, but like a decent kind of petrol, you know, like a environmentally friendly petrol, like diesel for cars. We buy it from them for £20 for 20 litres, and then they buy the old oil back off us for £2.50 for 20 litres. So it's all like ongoing.